What's going on, everybody? This is Captain Obvious. You guys are the 11 crew, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Alright guys, this was actually requested in the community tab on my YouTube page, which you guys should go check out, by Sarah Sibes. I hope I'm saying that last name correctly. This is Ethoslab Furnace Room, but it's done Cap's way. It's done my way. Version 2.0. I added some stuff to it. So for example, all of the stuff will collect in the center here, and you also have lights. For that, I actually had added, what are those called? Note blocks underneath. I'll show you guys how to do them. I don't really think you need them because it's only going to go off the first time. So you really don't need them. I thought it was kind of cool, but then I realized no matter how many items come through, it's just going to go off once. So you don't really need that. But rather than going in here and getting each and every single individual one, which you can absolutely do, I have hoppers underneath going to this chest right here, and everything collects there. But this will work in Bedrock. So, and I'm going to show you another way to do it just in case you wanted to just see when the items are out, like the furnace, the smeltable items, the fuel. That's what it is. Wow. Sorry. I could not think of that word to save my life. So when the fuel's out. Okay. But for this to work, this version right here, make sure all of these are full. Okay. Make sure they're always full, because what happens is the way the observer reads it, it reads when these two things end when the power in the middle. So when the fuel itself is actually burning, it reads when these are done. It does not read this side. Okay, so if there's something already in it, the only thing that's going to change is this top box and whether or not it's burning, which I can't activate, but it's the little flames in the middle. Okay, so we're going to use sticks just to show you how fast. Okay, so we're going to put one in there. We're going to put one in there. Turns off, right? To let you know that it's in use. And then, boom, when it's done, same thing with this one. You'll hear a little tone, or a little tune, I should say. Oh, I never changed that. Whoops. So it's not going to go off until it's actually done burning. So the items themselves may be done, but this will just go off whenever the fuel itself stops burning. Okay? But the light on indicates that it's ready for use. It's powered on to let you know you can use it. When it's powered off, it's to let you know that it's in use. Don't touch it. But all the items, regardless of where they're from, will collect in here. Now you can also adjust this to be to just read the fuel, so it'll tell you when the fuel is out. You can absolutely do that, and I'll show you that too. But I'm really happy with this design. Kind of like it. Fun little project to work on. So let's get into what you need and how to build it. Oh, really quickly, I also obviously made more. Etho has like a window on this side for his. He only has these two sides, but you know. Why not do more? Okay, let's go over here. So basically, obviously, you're going to need furnaces. We're going to be using 12 furnaces. I like to use polished andesite and the andesite stairs. That's different from how he did it. Not much. It's just the block differences. So just make sure you take some blocks and some stairs of your choice. You just need 2 chests. We're going to be using some iron bars, some droppers. Actually, did I go with the droppers? No, I got rid of the droppers. I apologize. No droppers. We need observers. So 1 for each, so we're going to have 12 observers. I'm going to be using jungle leaves. I believe he used oak or something like that. I'm just going to use jungle. I like them better. Glowstone for the effect in the middle. 1 lamp for each, so we're going to be using 12. You're going to need some torches, some note blocks. That's entirely up to you if you want to have it. If you don't, I like it, so I'm going to have note blocks. So for this version, we're going to have 16, because I'm going to show you the 4 that I did underneath as well. Even though, again, you don't really need it. A bunch of hoppers, that you do need a lot of, which is different from his version. 2 trapdoors, and then some slabs. I'm just going to choose the smooth sandstone, some polished andesite. 1 comparator for each. Okay, 1 comparator for each. That's 12. Plus you need the 1 underneath for the lights. So that's going to be 13. And then you need 1, 2, 3 for each. 4 for each unit. So what is that? 48? 48 pieces of redstone dust. And then take some junk blocks. You just need 1 for each thing. So 12 junk blocks, which I'm sure you'll have. Okay, so let's set it up. All right, guys. So I actually just messed that up really quick. So we're just going to start over. So what you're going to do is you're going to have, this is going to be the middle section. So when you're walking in, this is the far wall that you're going to see. Okay, so you're going to put down 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high. You're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on that 8th block, again, you're going to come up 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Same thing this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 8th block, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, of course, we'll do the same thing going this way. So we can just put it 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Now behind it, okay, so again, this is the front. So if you're staring at this, you're going to go you're going to break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Same thing here. Break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's not the one in front, it's the one behind it. And then same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Now you're going to find that middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This becomes your middle. That becomes your middle. And that becomes your middle. Okay, and then all you're going to do is take it the whole way. So for the sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it might be 5. Hold on. You'll see. It's right where they meet up. Yeah, so these two, it's where they meet up, right here. Okay, so just like that. Perfect. Okay, so that's where they meet up. This is going to be where we put our chests. So what I like to do is just make sure everything underneath that possibly can be visible is, is andesite or just something that's not dirt, so it doesn't really look ugly. Okay, it doesn't matter what you have that at. So everything should be facing that way. Then you can actually come in here really quick. You can put down your chest and go about your business. So I'm just going to put that there. Perfect. Just like so. Okay. And then what you want to do is you want to just make sure all of these spots right here face into that middle hopper. Okay. I know it's a lot of hoppers, but I think it's much better this way. I like having everything auto collected. If you want to get that XP, don't do this step. Skip the step. Do everything with the pulls, but just skip this step. Okay, so now this is where you would pick up. So as you'll see, this is where we walk in. There's no hoppers that way. Now this is where you would do it if you didn't want to do any of this. If you want to save all of these hoppers. Okay, so what you're going to do is skip a space, put down a block. Everything is skipped. And then we're going to put down, whoops, we don't need that. And then we're just going to put down our stairs for the other spots. Okay, same thing. You just skip with the stairs and then come back in and go like that. The stairs have to be next to the post though. Okay, so that's how you'll know you're doing it right. Stairs, 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 stairs. Block. Okay. Cool. Now, on the ends right here, so right where the stairs are, see the stairs? Behind the stairs, you want to make sure the hopper's facing into that hopper. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're not doing the hoppers, you just put a block here. Okay? 3, 4. Come to this side. So it's the end, and then skip, end, 4. These are where your furnaces are going to go. Okay? So we'll start on this side. We'll just put down a furnace, just like so. Okay, just like that. And same thing over here. Perfect. Okay, on top of the furnaces, we're going to put our lamps. So I'm just going to break that like that. And go like that. Just easier when you're creative. Oh. Same thing here. Okay, so you're doing it right if all of your furnaces have lamps on top. Okay, and then this is where starting. So again, we're walking here. Starting from the left, we're going to put a note block. I'm going to leave it. Put a note block. I'm going to hit that once. Note block. Hit that twice. Note block. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys get the idea, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. Okay, so all of that they're now different tones. Now, you don't have to do that. You can just put the note blocks down. You can put no note blocks. It's entirely up to you. So we're going to mimic the bottom to the top. So this is stairs. So in front of the note block, we're going to put stairs. Block, because that's a block. So what I'm just going to do is go like this and then fill it in afterwards. Okay. So as long as they match, you are good to go. So again, let me just do this really quick. Boom, boom, boom. And then this part is up to you. You know, it's the redstone is what matters, but this part is it's all based on how you want it to look. Use whatever design you want. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Perfect. Really quick, I'm just going to go double check what I did for the front. Where did I put it? Okay, so if you want to do it the same way, you just come out diagonally in the front. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we are going to put, where is it? Here we go. I'm going to put a little slab there. Come up with these on the top over here. Come up with these, so we're going to skip that space. Okay, and I didn't do that there, but you can actually, yeah, leave it like that. Yeah, leave it. I was going to do something, but just leave it. Okay, that's the design. And then you just come in the middle over here, and you would put down your iron bars. Whoops. So this would be the entrance in your base. Okay, now you obviously you can have this open, do whatever you want to do with it. It's up to you. This is the design I did, but it's entirely up to you. You can have this completely open if you'd like. All right, so you can have it like this. I don't even know how you do that, but yeah, you can have it like that. Maybe do this. Let's go for more of an open design this time and see what we can do here. Okay, and perfect. Okay, it's up to you. However you want it. That part doesn't matter. That's just the opening. All right, so now what we're going to do behind here is we're going to put regular blocks. Okay, we're going to put our iron bars like so. So do that for all of them. Now, for this next part coming up after this, Etho actually went one down into the ground for his lights. I don't actually mind. I hate the look of glowstone, but I don't mind it so much when there's something like leaves in front of it where you can barely see it. So what he did for this next part is he went down into the ground and did it that way and then put like a leaf there. I'm just going to go ahead and put it here and here. So that way I don't have to go higher with it, because I figure you're probably building this underground and, you know, you don't really want to have to go so high. So if it bothers you, don't do it. Just do it however you want to do it for the design. Okay, and then you're just going to put some leaves in between. And just so, just like so. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And then we're also going to put some blocks behind it. So again, you don't see, and don't worry, the rest of that will be filled in. But for now, we're just going to put some blocks behind it so you can't see all the way through it. And I suggest, you know, if you're building underground, change this to something that matches your design. Don't just leave it as like dirt or stone or whatever, the unfinished like andesite and granite. I think it looks stupid. Okay? Cool. So we're just going to put blocks here for now just to kind of show you what I'm working on or how I'm doing it. All right, it's going to go like that. Then we're going to take our observers and we're going to put them just like that. So observers are coming out of the furnaces. Okay? We're going to go blocks there, blocks in front of the observers, and then blocks there. Okay? Let's show you that one more time. Or a couple more times. So we'll put observers coming out of that. And then we're going to go block, 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 block. Just like that. Okay, and that's going to be the same for all of these. So again, we want observers coming out. We're going to go block, 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 and block, block, block. Perfect. Now, on those blocks, let's take actually, yeah, we don't need that anymore. Let's take that, excuse me, and take that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put redstone dust on all of these little blocks that are sticking out. Oh, not there. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put blocks behind them. Just like so. Okay, for all of these. And this is where our torch is going to sit. Our torches, I should say, are going to sit right on top of those. And there is another way that I will show you after this. If you stay to the end of the video, I'll show you another way where you can just read. Where you can just read from the torch, from the furnace itself when it's empty. So the indicator light would just be for when it's empty. Okay. Cool. And then what we're going to do is on top of the observers right there, you can just bring 1, 2, 3. You can just bring that all the way across. Okay, it'll just kind of help you see where we are. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So right behind those lights. Just bring all of those out, just like so. Okay, now we're going to put comparators facing into the note blocks. Make sure you don't click it again, just in case you already had it all clicked, because you don't want that. Really quick, before we do anything else, fill up the hoppers right now with your, fill up the furnaces right now. Almost forgot this part. That would have been not good. Fill up the hoppers with your fuel. Okay, so let me just go really quick in here and just fill up a couple of them. And actually, I'll leave the rest. I'll show you why you don't want that. So I'm just going to fill this one up. And I'll leave the rest. But make sure you fill up the furnaces with something. Just get anything in there right now just to fill them up, just so it has something, so you can set this up. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our, we need torches, we need redstone dust, we need hoppers, and we need the junk blocks. Oh, and we also need our another block. Okay, so you're going to put torches on all of these parts right here. Okay, so all of these have torches on them with blocks on top. Okay, very important. And then I'll just do this one with you. I'll just do this one and then I'll do the rest really quick. So then what you're going to do is you're just going to put hoppers facing into each other. So I just put those down temporarily, right? Make sure the hoppers are facing into each other. See the nozzles coming out. That's good. Okay, really quick. So all the hoppers are facing into each other. Now, first, make sure you put down the redstone dust here. Then, okay, so this is how it looks. Then go into the hoppers, and then this first one on the right, the one closest to the glowstone blocks, or the glowstone itself, and the note blocks. Now you can just come in and put one item. Doesn't matter what it is, just one item. Okay, could be anything. It could be a sword. This is not reading signal strength. This is just any old item that you don't. That's a junk block. And make sure it's just one. Don't fill it up with multiples, or you're screwing up the system. Okay, so now that that's filled up, you can come in here and see. Now, what happens if we come in here and we put our fuel now? Come in here, we put our fuel. Oh, you know what? It doesn't screw it up. Ah, hurrah. In testing before, that actually messed it up. So this one didn't. So you can put the fuel in any time. So that's really good. So the light will always stay on even when the fuel's out of it. Okay, so that's actually really good to know. Because I swear to you guys, in testing over there, it wasn't like that. So maybe I did something different. I didn't even realize. Okay, so you can put the fuel in any time. So that's good. Okay, but make sure everything's on this side. Okay, now you can have it the other way if you want. You can have it back there to where the light's off. The only problem is this will go off right here. This will go off, the note block, when you put stuff in, not when it's done. I wanted it to go off when it's done, so I left the light on, and then it turns off when it's cooking. If you want everything the opposite way, do it the opposite way. So you would just put, instead of having the item here, you'd have it in here to start off with. But then, like I said, it'll go on, right, it'll go on when it's cooking, and it'll go off when it's done. But when it goes on, when the light goes on, so when it's cooking is when that note block goes off too. So I'd prefer to have the note block go off when it's done. Okay, but again, if you're not using a note block, then it doesn't matter. Then maybe you do want it to only be on one. But see, you're going to be able to tell because the lights, the furnaces will be on anyway. So I wanted them to be opposite. There's no need to have the light on with the furnace light. So anyway, I'm just keeping it this way. Okay, so I'm just going to finish the rest of this up really quick and I'll be back. All right, guys, so that's done. They're all set up now. Okay, and then what you want to do, because I know a lot of you guys are probably not going to watch me finish the rest of the stuff, so I figure I'll get the redstone out of the way for you, so that way you can shut off the video if you'd like, and the rest of you can stay and watch if you want. Okay, so the reason I actually put these here, okay, to begin with, is so that way they kind of keep the lamps. I'm going to go back to my original design. So that way they keep the lamps hidden, because we're about to put down some lamps. Okay, so let me just put that back really quick. Okay, so that's my original design. Okay, now that everything filters into here, what we're going to do is leave that block there. Okay, you don't want to be able to see the redstone. Break that. Whoops. We're going to put down, yeah, I got everything I need. Put down a comparator. Okay. Then what we're going to do is break all of these. Put down redstone dust on those two sides right there. Okay, this is where your first lamp is going to go, right here. Second lamp is going to go right there. You're also going to put note blocks there, 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 and there. And I just like to make it the same tone so it's nice and loud. Okay, and that's it. That's all you got to do. So now as soon as something goes in here, the lights go on and the tone goes. But again, I don't really think you need the, if you can spare the materials to make the note blocks, do it. If not, like I said, it doesn't matter. The lights are really the only thing that matters, just so you know that something's in this chest. Okay? So you keep the redstone in this, you just not put these four down. And make sure you do not cover these. Okay, nothing can be directly on top. You can have something here, here, but you can't have anything there. It needs one air gap to function. Okay, so now all we're going to do is we're going to take our slabs right here. I'm going to come around just like so. Okay, just go around, just trace that inside right there. Do the same thing with whatever other block you're using. Again, I'm going to be using the sandstone because I like it. Okay, do just like that. And then, again, we're just going to alternate like that. And that's where I'm going to put my trapdoors, right there. Okay, so that's how the room comes together. Cool. And then for the top part here, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I got everything I need. For the top part, what I did was I just went one up with the sandstone. Okay, one up. Trace the whole outside. Just like that. For the next one, we went a full block. Whoops. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I went half block. Whoops. Come here. There we go. So I went a half block. Okay, just like so. Oh, no, I did do a full block. No, I put it on top. Because then, yeah, then I went like this. Yep, but it was up. It was this version right here. Okay, and then I put the full block out like that. All right, we went around. And then I put the sandstone just like that. So let's go in here. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. And that's how I did the top. Okay, so I think it looks really, really good. It functions really, really well. Now the other direction I'm going to show you. The other way to do this. Okay? So you have your units right here. So let's put down our furnace. We have our hopper. I'm just trying to recreate how it would look. Right? Just trying to recreate everything exactly how it was. Okay, so you'd have your item in the ground. You'd have your thing like that. You'd have your furnace there, you'd have this, right? So then what you would do is behind it, oh wait, you'd have this on top, and you'd have this on top. Okay, so that's how it would look. So then behind it, now this is what I'm doing right now is if you want to take a signal only when you are out of fuel. So this light will go on when you're out of fuel. Okay? You take a, oh, I'm sorry, you take a, put a block behind the furnace. You take a comparator. You go, whoops, torch up like that. You go, hold on, I'm trying to think, how did I do it? I had it and now I can't remember how to do it. Thought you had to invert it. Let me just see something really quick here. So there's nothing in it, right? And then you would need, whoa. And then you would need some cops right now in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Yeah, so that's it right there. So the light will go on to indicate whenever you need your fuel filled, right? So it's like this. So the light's off, your fuel is completely empty, and it's going to go on and that. If you wanted that inverted, just invert this signal right here. So you would have it like, you'd have to get yourself a repeater, put a repeater there, right? And I'm sorry, not a, you have to get a torch. You have to invert the signal. So you'd have to get a torch into a repeater there. Right, so then what happens is when you have something in there, the light will be on. As soon as that goes off, light goes off. But then you really wouldn't need this because, you know, that's not gonna do anything for you. So you can actually just change it to be over here. You can change it right there. Right, so now when the light goes on, you have your fuel. Now to pay attention to this up top. When the light goes off, when you have no fuel, the light goes off, and that also goes off. So you can do it that way as well. I happen to like this way a lot better. I think that the indicator going off whenever your item is done is much better than having fuel. But that's up to you. All right, so I showed you guys a couple of ways. I hope this actually helps. I hope it looks very similar and functions very similar to the Etho one, but I wanted to add my own flair to it. That was very important for me. All right, guys, so that's all I got. Until next time, Captain Abby's out. Peace.